Hello, I am HQ of HQ Reacts. If you have made it this far and you're not subscribed, please hit the like button and subscribe and share. If you find me on other social media platforms, please follow me. And you might find me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. Hey. This is HQ of HQ Reacts. And we have our natural show of Ratchet Daters today. Ratchet Daters that I would have done yesterday, but I was very busy, extremely busy yesterday. I went to see Sinners yesterday, fell asleep in the theater, all of that good stuff. So I only saw the ending portion of that movie, but what I saw was good. But I digress. We still have some Ratchet Daters from Kendra every now and then. Not necessarily ratchet in terms of being toxic, but ratchet as in terms of they're just doing too much, right? They're just doing too much. So, and Ashley Stewart and Ashley Dalton, okay? So we will be doing Kendra G and some Ashley Dalton today. So, without further ado, we'll start out with Kendra. Let's go.
Giorgio, I gotta see your face. Bring the camera down, Giorgio, and you gotta show the room. A white lie. That's what it was. He told a white lie. Literally. Literally told a white lie. He hung up. They said, did I hang up? No, he hung up. Giorgio, bring the camera down and show the wall. Okay. You ready?
Hell yeah. What going on?
Giorgio, where you calling us from?
Shit. Georgia.
Where?
Georgia.
Georgia. Okay. How you say your name? Is it Giorgio?
See, I go by Gio, but you call me Giorgio. That's fine too.
I could call you Gio. You want me to call you Gio?
It don't matter either or. That's fine.
Gio, how old are you?
25.
Are you streaming? You can't stream.
Oh, I can't stream?
Why would you think you can stream? This ain't the damn streaming show.
I mean, I was already streaming.
No, it's not for you to stream. What are you talking about? No, you can't stream. Streamers, can y'all
What's wrong with that child?
And create your own shit? If you're looking for...
What's wrong with that child? Why would that child think they can come on here and then stream, knowing full well, boy, some of these people, boy. So she hauled him back in, So she hauled him back in. So we gonna go back because she hauled him back in to hear this foolishness.
Let's show the wall. So you're not.
I stopped it. It's gone.
All right. So Gio 25. You said Georgia.
Yeah.
And what do you do for a living?
I work for Delta.
Okay. Do you have any children?
No.
Ever been married?
Nah.
And what's your zodiac?
I'm a Libra.
So we got Gio, Georgia, 25 Libra, works for Delta, no kids, never married. What kind of woman you looking for?
I'm looking for some fine shit. I need a beautiful woman, a woman that's there for me, you know what I'm saying? Hold me down when I'm down, you know what I'm saying? We could be on the come up together, you feel me?
So my whole thing is this. Okay, he get on here and he's streaming. So why was he streaming at the beginning? Why were you streaming? So he could get content. I guess so he could get content. But still, you have to engage the woman. You can't come up here and just say some random stuff. Like, oh, I want a fine woman. I want this, that, and third. Okay. You're just doing this for content. You really, really, really don't want to be up here looking for a woman. But you got to engage and indulge with Kendra. So this is what we're going to do. Because nobody comes up here and says this and they're serious about dating.
The Wi-Fi's going out. I'm not sure if it's you or me.
Can you
Say
hear
one
me?
more time. You want some?
I said I need
You
someone
say
that
you want some fine
I
shit?
need some fine shit. I need someone that can hold me down. You know what I'm saying? But like someone that could be on the come up with me. You know what I'm saying?
Someone to come up with him. What's your deal breakers?
What's my deal breaker?
You notice Kendra looking at him like he lost his mind, right? What are you talking about, son? Are you serious about dating? Are you serious about marriage? No, well, we haven't even gotten to the point where whether you're married or not. But this person, you could tell they're unserious for one thing. He's unserious, up there trying to deceive Kendra and talking 2.5 crazy. Right. Well, I want somebody to come up on the come up. What are you talking about, son? You're supposed to be working on yourself. At 25, you're supposed to be working on yourself. You work at Delta Airlines. Stop it.
Are you still streaming?
Nah, the stream off.
They're telling me that you're still streaming.
The stream been off.
Okay.
You need me to? What you need me to do? You want me to show you?
I mean, I don't know. Just take your word for it. What's your deal breakers?
Deal breakers. It all depends. Like, I gotta see what you're working with. You know what I'm saying? I gotta. Hold on. Like deal break. I don't really got no deal breakers for real. Can you hear me?
We don't know what he's doing either, Kendra. We don't have no idea. He just up there, just doing any old thing. We don't know. And he could have been streaming for all we know. How do you know if he's not streaming? People say he is, but that don't necessarily mean he is. Kendra gonna take his word for it anyway. But he seemed to be distracted doing something. Who knows what he's doing?
Okay, you already said she gotta be fine, right?
Of course.
Does she gotta make a certain amount of money?
Nah. She gotta be making some type of money though.
Let's do the Kendra cam. That's when you stand up and we see your full body.
Full body.
Okay. All right, we see your leg.
Yeah, one of those people that don't work out. Nothing wrong with that. But he's 25 years old and you should be out in the sun doing something. If you know that your body is prone to gaining weight, and he should know that his body is prone to gaining weight because he has weight on him now, not a bad weight, but if he knows that he's prone to gaining weight, he should definitely be outside doing some exercises before he gets on the internet because he's gaining weight. He has no definition in that body, but that's okay. He's 25. He can do better. Artifact, got to see your face before you come on camera, hun. At least know you're real. Can't be doing some weird stuff off the camera.
We got you.
Artifacts.
Gio.
What's up?
What was your last relationship?
Last relationship was last year.
3 flaws? No, well, you don't have to answer. But when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Is that woman an option?
Is she an option right now?
Yeah.
Nah.
3 flaws you have to work on.
Oh, 3 flaws I need to work on. Okay, staying consistent, staying true to myself.
Wait a minute. See, here's the thing I don't like. He knows who Kendra G is, right? He knows who she is. He has to know. Because he's on here trying to stream and get content. So if you already know who Kendra G is, why are you pretending like you don't know what's going on with the show? And if you should know what's going on with the show. So 3 flaws that I don't like. Well, whose flaws would we be talking about? Somebody else's? And Kendra Cam, what do you mean Kendra Cam? He knows who she is. So why are you playing foolishly? Like you don't understand?
And just getting my shit together. Staying focused on what I need to do in life.
Although I can't see him. Can you guys see him?
Y'all can't see me?
Can you guys see him? Hello, say it again.
I said staying consistent, staying true to myself, and just I need to get my shit together, you know? Right. Stay focused on what I need to do in life.
Okay.
They saying I'm still streaming now, and I'm not even streaming.
Okay. Why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
Say, why would a woman likely be Say that again.
Why would a
Because he's not paying attention. He's
Why would
doing
a
something
woman be
else.
lucky to be with you?
Shit, I'm nice. I'm nice. First of all, I'm not disrespectful. I'll take care of you. I'll always look out for you. I'll always be there for you anytime you need me.
Okay.
I'm trash. Goodbye. I'm a liar. I'm not streaming. Y'all can
That's
go look at my channel
wild.
and see I'm
She should tell him don't engage. Hey Jay, they should she should tell him not to engage with the audience because he's definitely involved with the audience and he definitely knows who she is, and he's doing the most. Well, he's 25, but you know. Morning, Jay.
Morning. He's live recording. He doing something.
Yeah,
right.
He's doing something.
He doing something.
What is live record? What does that mean? What do you mean?
Like he might not be outputting it like streaming it right now, but he's recording it to put it out later.
Oh, okay.
So he could do a reaction to it later or something.
Yeah, then that would even be better. I mean, he could live record. Is there anything? I mean, can you live record? Can you do that? I mean,
yeah,
you
I could be like with our stuff right now. I could be doing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Anybody. I mean, if as long as it's not protected from screen capture, you can do it. Like certain content, copyrighted content, you can't.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you try to go to certain websites or whatever and just record your screen to record like a movie or something, it won't let you. It'll just show up black. But this is not protected right now, so I can just be recording my whole screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's probably what he's doing.
Oh, okay. There you go. Okay.
I'm not streaming it.
Because you can't tell me he got on here and he wanted to stream and then she caught him out with the streaming. You can't tell me he didn't know how to do something else. And that's probably what he's doing. Okay.
Because he's paying attention. I mean, looking at his glasses, looking at his eyes. He's looking like when you see me, if I'm looking at somebody or if I'm looking over here, I'm looking at the chat because I move my chat the way I set my screen up. So, but yeah, he's following too many different things on the screen. Other stuff is going on.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. And he's not paying attention too much. Yeah.
No, Kendra, man, what?
What
is she wearing?
I don't know.
Kendra's not a bad looking sister, even on her rough days, man. Right, it's just but it's just like, come on, man.
Hey, look, the wig got to be straight, the makeup got to be straight, and anything else is incidental. It's like, look, why you got on cowboy hat? I mean, what are we doing?
That wig.
I would love to have seen that whole outfit. What she got on with the cowboy.
Kendra got a strong neck, man. That wig, boy.
She been doing it for years. She was wearing wigs when she first started, right? Yeah, I think she was wearing wigs.
You know what, man? I've seen her on some channels like before she started all this stuff without like stuff on before. So, and I've seen her like without makeup on too.
Oh, okay.
Like on radio, yeah.
Yeah, I remember when she was like sick and she had to be in the hospital and she did something. So I know she didn't go without makeup. Yeah. Because she don't look too much different from what she looked at now. Look like now.
What's your name?
I don't need them to. Say that again.
What's your name on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
I don't know.
Just hang up,
You're gonna
Kendra.
keep me out.
That's why she hung up. Because he doing too much. He doing too much. She just talked straight up on him. Hey, there wasn't nothing to say. There wasn't nothing to say. I don't know what he was doing. I don't get it. I know he was streaming. She know he was streaming. She just didn't know how and what he was doing. Your friend, he need to stop it, young man. Stop it. Just that person right there. You got to be better at it. If you're gonna stream her or you're gonna do live record or whatever, then you need to be better at it. And he just couldn't concentrate on what he was doing, and he wanted to just be up there just to be up there. No, good and well, why you got problem with dates? You ain't got no problem meeting no woman. But y'all done got outrageous with these. Reaction videos. Just take a video and wait till she get done. Don't try to be on the damn show to do a reaction. That's not gonna make a difference one way or the other. You still gotta crazy.
G Honda calling in when you ain't ready.
Get took out on a first question.
First question. He ain't even like, at least Mr. Wilson,
engaged
Went
her a little
into it.
bit.
Yeah.
And you could be personal. At least Mr. Wilson is a little bit more engaging. He knows what, and he pulled her in 3 or 4 questions. But
Yeah.
you, that's why I said, "Oh Lord," I saw it in real time. I was like, "I'm embarrassed for you.
Yeah.
I'm
Man,
embarrassed for you, bro."
Oh, you saw G in real time. I
Yeah,
didn't. I
real
saw it
time.
later.
I was like, "Oh
Yep.
yeah, cool. He gonna be on there." And then all of a sudden, what?
Yeah.
I was like, I thought you was gonna do 3 or 4 things more than that, and then pull her in, and then hit her with the bang. You hit her with the bang right away. She said, "No, I ain't dealing with you. I ain't dealing with you." It is. But we got this lady on. We got this lady from Ask Ashley, right? This is the Ask Ashley lady. What was this lady about? I think this lady was like, I want to level up, or I want some money, or I want something. Just Kendra giving them advice, but they keep coming up with the same story. I don't understand what's going on.
Same script.
You know it don't work. You know what you asking for don't work. Why you keep asking for the same thing? There she go.
Insanity.
Hi, Michaela. Welcome in.
Ooh,
I
bad.
have a bonnet on. I just did my hair, so don't.
Just
Let me
bad.
ask you this. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok? You may potentially go viral. Would you be okay with that?
I guess so.
See how Ashley do her wigs?
Say, I guess.
I do.
See how it's voluminous. It's light.
Yeah.
You know, she brings the hair forward to hide all, the deception that's going on. You know, it's good, man. It's nice. It's flowy.
Yeah, but at first I thought it was a man because of the makeup and all that.
But that's the thing. That's the thing, HQ. That's what I say. When if you don't have a natural woman,
right?
It could be. It could be. I mean, how many times do you see a natural looking trans or something like that? You know what I'm saying? You don't. Right. It's gonna have some stuff to it, some show.
Yeah, but
you're gonna be looking like,
we can't really.
Nah, I'm a pass. I just pass.
Right.
We used to have a saying when I was out on the ships and we pull in the port. If there's a question, there's no question.
If there's a question, there's no question.
There's no question. If you have to ask, I wonder if, then you already know the answer.
But you notice the difference between her and Kendra, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you could tell Kendra is definitely a woman. I question this, though.
Ashley?
Yeah. Even I know.
Ashley has street smarts, though, intact that Kendra doesn't have. You can hear it in her questioning, and when she be like looking and calling people out. Like sometimes it's a lot of stuff that Kendra missed that you like, Kendra, come on, man.
Kendra is being obtuse. She knows what she sees. She knows. You know that's a donkey. You just be playing for content. You know it's a donkey.
Oh, so she be pulling the HQ then.
Yeah, but
you be getting me, man. I'd be like HQ.
Yeah, but that was for other reasons.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
What's this lady?
I wanted to ask.
Yeah, she's.
I kind of wanted to piggyback on the other girl. Like, how do you actually make?
It's
friends?
already a no. It's already a no.
Right. The things that you love to do. What are the things that you love to do?
You telling me you don't care?
Honestly, I like to.
I don't understand. Well, I don't understand why they don't learn life lessons from other people. Okay, what are you trying to do? BBL, I don't want to do this. I don't want to level up. I don't want to exercise. Wait a minute. You got to put some work into life.
Something.
It's like, look, why you on this camera with this bonnet first and foremost? You know good and well, chicken and vegetables is the way to go. Chicken and vegetables. If you ain't doing chicken and vegetables, you eating everything else, then you know you're not losing no damn weight.
Big salads. Yes. With what's it called?
Vinaigrette. You can calm down if you want to. All right.
Big salad with vinaigrette, not no heavy cream dressing on it and stuff like that. Right. Talk about I ate a salad 3,000 calories.
See, this is what I do. What I do is I get a bag of chicken breast, and I cook it all on one day. and then I, freeze some, keep some in the refrigerator, and then that's what I eat with my meals. I eat chicken and broccoli, chicken and mixed vegetables, chicken and Brussels sprouts, chicken and whatever. It's always gonna be chicken, simply because I know if I eat beef or something like that, it's gonna hang on my body, and then my
Yeah,
body.
it'll lock you up. Yeah, it can. If everybody's like, you can't go by the diet somebody else give you. You got to go with what your
Right,
body's used to
right,
digestion. Some people can't eat beef and be fine. Some people could just eat steak and be good.
right,
Steak and potatoes and they'd be good. Other people need different stuff, man. All our bodies are different.
right. And I'm more of a a baked chicken person, a baked chicken person, or normally it could be fried. It doesn't matter, long as it's some kind of chicken, small portions with some kind of vegetable. I can't fool with the fries. I can't fool with none of that. If I fool with any of that, then I get heavy, right?
Yeah, it'll lock you up. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll lock me up. So I don't even fool with it. My whole system is just tailored towards chicken and vegetables, and that's it.
It's
That's it.
solid. It's consistent. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know that if I eat anything else, it's gonna be sitting on me. I already know.
Mm-hmm. What's up? Art of facts. Art of facts. That's what's up. I like that name.
Hey,
Salute.
artifacts.
How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Tillman? How you doing, HQ? Nice to meet
Hey,
you guys.
hey, sir. Hey, sir. We were talking about food and what this young lady is about to come on with some silliness. Let me get a BBL instead of losing weight.
BBL.
BBL. And I'm
Yeah, a
like,
lot of this stuff is outrageous. It's
right.
a lot of it. The demands are outrageous, and it's crazy how men and women pursue relationships. And
Right.
we definitely have to come in with a certain level of mindset
Mm-hmm.
so it can benefit each other. It's crazy because certain people that's in positions to actually, date, they they don't have the correct mindset to date. It's crazy. It's the backwardest thing ever. You know.
But see, here's the thing, and I think it's people. The problem is the biological urge to produce, the biological urge to mate overrides all kinds of logic in a lot of people. If you put all of that to the side and then developed yourself a little bit better, maybe relationships would last. But the need to procreate, the need to mate, the need to be in kinship with somebody overrides a lot of that, because a lot of people are not ready to be in relationships yet, and still you see them looking on the dating apps. I'm looking to get involved. I'm looking to just have sex. I'm looking to do this. Yet have not done any kind of work on themselves at all. Looked at anything
I
about what they want.
I agree. Um, I definitely agree with that concept. A lot of us wasn't taught to
Right?
have interpersonal skills and also workplace development. Just certain things that you supposed to already have internally before you pursue somebody. And for me, it's always been a everyday process of learning, self education,
Mm-hmm.
um, knowing yourself, and for some it takes longer than others, but it doesn't mean that you wasn't fit to be in a relationship. It just means that your priorities is your health, your well-being,
Right.
and the state of mind that you're going to be in long term, because it's always about the final game at the end of the day. The
Right.
short-term moments is great. I think a lot of us have a niche for making people feel good, and but that's not the end game. We want the final results, not the the in the moment results.
Right. And this young lady, I looked at this young lady and I said, why do women say they want to go get a BBL? What is the point of a BBL? What is that point? You want all of that attention, or you don't think what is it? You want the attention, or you don't think you look good? Which one is it?
It's both. It's come on, man. It's both. I mean, we got to be honest with ourselves. Even people that go to the gym, even though it's a side effect of being healthier, having a more attractive body to the masses, the people that you're attracted to,
Right.
having a more attractive body to the masses is going to get you a better outcome. And if they think that putting some fat on their backside is going to help, then they're going to do it because they don't want to work for it, or they're not happy with the way their body is in that moment. So they feel, I'm not doing it for nobody else. Yeah, you are.
Right.
You are. Because if nobody was around, you wouldn't go to a surgeon and have them put fat or implants or whatever in your backside.
Right.
You need to sit higher. I mean, what is it? What is it for?
I mean,
It's for social. It's for
right.
social media or social attention, or so. It's not for you. It's
And
for
you
you
know
to feel better
Right.
how other people see you.
Right.
That's what they
And
do. It.
here's the
Looking like
thing.
ants.
If you worked on your body for 3 to 6 months, just doing the glute work and all of that, you would have a better body. Your body would sit better. Your butt would sit better. Your back of your thighs would sit better. Just working on it for 3 months, 6 months, every day.
6 months, man. You get you some RDLs, some lunges, some squats,
Right.
some
Yeah,
deadlift,
see,
man.
cardio is not that hard to do, and that's the basic form of exercise. You first want to do your cardio before you get to do the extremely hard stuff,
Right.
and the cardio actually can get you there. But I
Right.
think the excuse is that young men don't want to endure with someone that has heavy weight, and I think that's a false accusation. I think that we used to endure those type of things. We all are becoming socially programmed to see what we like on, social media and things of that nature. So I don't think for the man that uses brain, I don't think that we neglect those women. I think that those women, choose to follow the crowd, and they get the certain results that they get.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's going to be, once that one stops paying attention to them, it's going to be somebody in line that's going to pay attention to that again. So the attention is never going to stop. It might go away for a little bit, but it's going to come back from some other source. That's why we call those guys simps, because it's the simplistic things that are a fantasy to them. It's just, they're fascinated by. That's what I meant to say. It's the simplistic things that's fat. They're simps. It's the simple things. Like, it's a butt, bro. I love yams.
Right.
But it's not, it's like, I don't need a fake butt.
Right.
Like,
Right. And it's only 6 months worth of work. Work
Yeah.
naturally with whatever your body is. Work naturally with that. They don't want to work naturally with that. And then they get up here and do this. Let's listen.
Yeah, you ain't got it, sis. Just live with it.
I like to go out, but I like to be a little classy when I go out. I know I don't look like it right now,
What
but
do you like to do when you go out, though?
Hey, G.
I like to do like wine tastings. I would do like a Pilates day. I don't know, just
Okay,
something
so
like.
when you're in
This is like
It's all
5.
talk.
Pilates and
It's all
when you're wine
talk,
tasting,
HQ.
are you not meeting other girls in that space?
I do, but it never turns into like a whole friendship. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, do you ever initiate like a get together? Like, hey, it was nice meeting you. I'm doing this thing next weekend. Would you like to join me? Here's the flyer. Check it out. Here's the, yeah.
We get to the
yeah.
part.
I would sign up for something like that. You said your sister's a part of that, right?
Yeah. So she tried to get me to go to it, but I wasn't up
so
for
you
it.
flip. You flip.
See?
Oh, okay. So we
Can I say something real quick, HQ?
Yeah, go ahead.
She's a pretty girl.
Yeah.
Nice skin, pretty smile. She's articulate. She comes across like pleasant, right?
Right.
If she would have come across, and I haven't seen the rest of her body, I'm thinking it's kind of wild or whatever, but if it's a different presentation, like the bonnet and the spaghetti strap, whatever thing that is, that's showing, that's like you didn't even try. You presenting yourself to the world looking for advice, and this is how you showing up. Like, it don't take much.
Right. Why she dressed like that, I don't know. She didn't seem as interesting as the first person. This first person, but they both have. Ashley has 2 people when they come on, right? She has 2 people, and then she has one person that does something. And then she has another person who does something. So this young lady right here wants to indulge in the BBL, and she wants to be married to a guy that has a lot of money. I don't understand why we haven't learned our lesson about relationships yet. Hey, Zeus.
How we
Zeus.
doing? How we doing, panel?
What up, Zeus?
I
Brother
appreciate
Zeus.
I appreciate you guys. Is Black
Hello.
America on there? Is Black
No,
America on here?
Mm-mm.
this is
Okay.
artifacts. Art of facts.
How you
Okay.
doing? Salute, sir.
Okay. Salute, my friend. Salute. I'm in. I'm in. I'm here. I'm here for the madness. Let's do it.
Okay.
You get your coffee this morning?
I'm off of coffee. HQ has kicked me off of coffee since I've been on this panel. No more coffee. With that said, I'm in.
With that said, I'm there.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
My next lady. I don't like her. She ain't as interested in this lady right here.
Hi. Hi, welcome in. Is it Tommy or Tommy?
Tommy.
Tommy. Welcome in, Tommy.
Wait a minute. I had to ask y'all. Is it the reason why she goes to this lady, she goes to Ashley, they go to Ashley is because Ashley gonna be gentle with them and they don't want to really hear the harsh realities of what's going on? Is that why they always show up at Ashley's instead of Kendra G's or something like that?
Name a woman that tells them the truth.
Well, I would, but they ain't paying me.
But you notice there was a lot of silence. There was a lot of silence in that. I said, name a woman. I didn't say name yourself. Name a woman that tells them the truth.
I not really on here. I haven't seen it yet. Well, I mean, Ashley tells them somewhat of the truth, but she's very gentle with it to the point where, you know, they just be like, oh, well, I don't know. But then she has to be that way, right? She has to present it that way. Because they wouldn't take it if they came over here and said, no, you need to lose 35 pounds pronto. Put down the burgers and the fries and pick up some chicken and some fruit. Pick up some chicken and some vegetables. See, they wouldn't take it like that from me. But see, I don't know how to finesse like that. I don't know how to tell you you look beautiful and you're 100 pounds overweight. I just don't know how to do that without being ignorant. So
I understand. Like, yeah, that some people need some sugar in whatever they displaying. Like, some people do need that little soft touch. HQ.
right. And it's like, look, I get it. I get the stick. I get the whole shebang. But are we really helping these women by coddling them? Oh, okay. Now, you know, doggone well, you don't need no BBL. Do 6 months worth of cardio, do 6 months of leg work, do 6 months glute work, and then it'll come all the way out of you right there. So why you just don't say that? I would say that, but that's just me, right?
Or just
Okay.
do,
Okay.
just
Let
do
me say it a
active
different way.
things.
Let me
Right.
say it a different way. Let me say it a different way.
Mm-hmm.
Besides yourself, what other women?
I said.
Well,
No,
hey! Wow!
I ain't heard it.
Because there's no models. We need models.
Right.
AKA, you don't have to have 10%. I mean, you don't have to have 10 boxes of a perfect. Hey, this is the perfect person I want to follow. Hey, you know what? You do these 3 things well. Will you teach me one of them? That's a model that we need to adhere to.
Right.
With that said, I'm in.
That's what I do, brother.
Let's see. Let's listen.
Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Okay. What brings you up tonight?
I'm trying to level up, kind of better my life a bit.
Can you wipe the front of your camera? It's a little blurry.
So that
Okay,
grease
that's
that's on.
better.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez,
maybe
God,
you
dog, that was a huge
Man,
difference.
oh, God.
A bit.
What did she have? A streak of Vaseline?
Oh no! I'm like, damn, that was 100% better. What's going on with you?
God, dog.
Okay.
You just got finished eating that fried chicken.
Oh,
God, dog.
Yes, a bit more specific.
We can't
That's
do
gonna
it.
turn
You
sideways.
have to
Oh.
turn it back. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is this okay?
okay. There you go. There
But
you
I
go.
love fries, burgers, and chocolate.
This is okay.
Yeah, this is good.
Okay. Basically, there's someone I'm looking at. I find them very attractive, but I feel like they don't like me like that, and I kind of
Then
want
move
to
on.
attract more people like them than the people I'm attracting currently.
So you're saying there's someone who's into you. Well, you're into him, but that person is not that into you.
Yes.
Then move
Okay,
on.
so then maybe it's time to move on. I feel like if this person is not.
Yeah, but I thought that was the cure. I thought that was the advice. Find somebody who's more into you than you are to them. I thought that was the
Yes.
advice you're giving the men. We not doing that now.
Yeah, we still are. I think it can go both ways depending on the circumstances and situations. Not speaking on everybody's situation, but I think that a man can give a woman more praise in a relationship if she is mature in her position of power. If
Maybe
that woman is mature,
maybe he
you know
ain't.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe he's not attracted to her. Period.
Facts.
Obviously, he's not.
Okay, so how would that work? So how would it work for a man if the woman is into him but he's not into her? How would that work then? Why is that? That's not good advice then.
Well, if the woman is interested in the man and he's not interested in her,
right? How would that work? How would you even? No, I'm saying
for the man.
I heard that advice. I'm saying I heard that advice. I've heard it several times on several platforms that said you got to be into her. She got to be into you more than you her. But if you're not into her, how does that work?
Then you don't engage with her. If you're not into her, you're not engaging with that girl, that female, that woman.
Yeah,
that
but
lady.
I'm saying you've heard that, and I'm pretty sure I've heard this over on SBC channel. Get involved, get her. If she's more involved, you got to have her love you more than you love her.
Yeah, that's a saying though. Just you don't want to be more into a girl than she is into you. Ideally, you're both into each other mutually. Ideally. But if it's one or the other, if it's you wanting her more than she wants you, or her wanting you more than you want her, that's the way you want it as a guy. Because
correct.
It's not like you don't want her. It's just you got to make sure she's more invested in you. Because like what the things that the women want, the provisions and all that stuff, if she's just getting all that stuff and she's not really into you, then she's just taking from you. If you going to dinner and doing all this stuff, then she's just taking.
Well,
but if she really is into you, then she's going to appreciate whatever you do for her.
But how?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but the premise was try to get a woman, always get a woman who cares more about you than you her. If you are not attracted to her, how is that going to work? You're going to be.
Then it's a nil. Then HQ. Then that doesn't.
You gotta like her just like
you gotta like her. You gotta like her.
Absolutely.
You just want to make sure she likes you more because it's showing you more. So she. It's pretty much just saying you want a woman to show you that she actually likes you. That she's just not waiting for you to pursue her the whole time. Okay, if that makes sense.
So if
she's dropping the what's it called? Dropping the handkerchief. The handkerchief. She's dropping the handkerchief. You want a woman who's doing the things, putting herself in the position for you to be there for her.
But you like her.
Does that make sense? So yes, of course you do. Yes, you do like her.
Okay, well, then that doesn't work.
What do you mean? Because you want her to like you more. You want her to like you more. If it's a specific sports team you like, she bought you a jersey for that team. Or you got tickets to it, or she's engaging you a lot more. So it's because you're already going to do it. Men are already required to do that part. What's that?
So she's already, but you're doing the same thing.
Yeah, but that's what we're saying.
What are you doing? What are you doing, HQ? What are you doing? Stop it right now.
I'm trying to figure out this. I'm trying to figure out this argument that we had about a woman liking you.
Not an argument.
A woman, no, not an argument, but just saying. A woman is supposed to like you more than you like her. That doesn't work.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Jay Tillman, I want to give you some love, respect, and support the way you handled yourself on our last call with the Money Buddha brother. I really appreciate the way you did that. No.
I'm not gonna lie, Zeus. I know. I wasn't even pretending to laugh. I felt sad and kind of sorry for that, but his delivery, I appreciate comedy, man. His delivery and the things he was saying, my face was hurting, man.
I get it. I get
He
it. I get
said
it.
God stole your hair because God took your hair. Cause you, what did he say? Y'all some what you
It was
call it?
that wasn't only
Negroes?
it. It was a lot. It was a
Oh my
lot.
God.
But I just wanted to give you your flowers.
Yeah. I don't.
Let me
I'm behind the keyboard right now, man. So I can't do nothing. So
let me get back to HQ. HQ. I think one of the things we have to look at, we want equality, but where men and women are not equal. How you view things, how women view things, is different than how men view things. We want companionship, and women, that's not the same thing that women want. Women, what are you doing? What are you doing right now, HQ? What are you doing?
I mean, you're speaking for women, so I want to.
I'm gonna time you out on your own show. I'm gonna time you out on
Women,
your own show.
women value relationships.
Wait a minute, hold on. You speaking for women? I want to know what you say women want.
I'm telling you the difference. The difference is men want companionships.
Right.
Okay. So when we go do something and you come along with us, we love that. We want feedback, not opinions. That's the difference. Okay, go ahead, Jay. Jump in, Jay. I apologize.
no, you got it. You said it. That's it. We just want you to be there. Patrice O'Neal had a
Right
good
on point.
bit.
Okay.
Patrice O'Neal had a good bit.
So the statement that she has to like me more makes no sense then.
That's not true.
That don't make sense.
That's not true.
Go to your room.
Disconnect
No
right
dinner
now.
for you. Go to your room. Go to your room right now.
Oh, okay. No. I'm sorry. It does make sense. It just doesn't happen. Okay.
It does. It does happen.
That's better.
It does.
It does happen. It does happen.
That's better. That's better.
It happens. It happens a lot. So say I'm this.
You honestly think on this planet that we women like men more than men like women?
I didn't say that.
Primarily.
I didn't say
Yes,
on this
yes,
planet that in general women like.
Yes,
I'm
HQ.
saying, but it happens a lot.
No.
HQ, I just started thinking about relationships in my
No.
late 20s, 30s. Women have always really, they haven't pronounced it, but now that me understanding women, female nature, women think about men every 15 minutes. I'm just being real with you, HQ. Women think about us night and day.
Here's the thing. The person said it. If the
I'll be
man
sure.
is not attracted to you, Jay said it. If he's not attracted to you, you ain't going over there. So the man has to be the first person to pursue to go over there.
No.
So he's going to be attracted or look at her first. So
That's
therefore,
not what I said.
yes, you did. You said
No, I didn't say there's a difference between having no attraction for a woman and her being more attracted to you than you are to her. Or a desire. It's not even an attraction, it's a desire to be with. If that makes sense.
Okay, so y'all saying that you want a woman to be more
Because that then for her wanting it more to us, this is just to me. I don't know if Artifacts or Zeus agree. To us, that puts us at a zero level. If she wants me or a nil, like we're even now. If she wants me, if she's showing me more attention than I'm showing her, to me that puts us at a zero. Because I'm already showing attention. I've already showed you that I like you, right? This is not me not liking you. This is me, I like you. I'm showing interest. Now you're coming back with me 2 times or whatever many times more than what I'm showing you. Now we're here.
So you think that actually works?
Yes, we're on par. Because I've already showed you that I like you. When
so
the guy
you like
shows
me
a woman,
more.
when the guy.
Wow, HQ. Men naturally love harder, HQ. We already naturally internally we love harder, HQ. And so
you like me more.
You're right.
I mean to show you that I like you just as much as you like me. Right?
But like Jay said, if we meet at that zero, if she has more interest in me and we meet at that zero, then we can naturally add value into each other's lives because we pretty much at an equal exchange at that point.
See, this is what
because he's already said yes. The guy has, if a guy is there with you, he's already said yes. Right? So now if you showing me more interest, it's less likely that you're taking advantage from other guys, I know that you're investing in me, just like I've already said yes to you. It don't mean that you're just there now accepting my advances.
So
Like
turn
just
that
a
same thing around and say it like you would, like I would say it. Turn it around and say it
you talk
how
about reverse the roles.
Yeah, reverse the roles.
It don't work that way because a woman is not going to do that for the guy. The same thing that the guy is going to inherently do for the woman, she's not going to do for the guy. It's those requirements,
Correct.
those
That's why
double
most
standard
men date
requirements.
down.
This is
That's
why
why most men date down.
this is why we got a whole confused thing.
And most women date up
Women
when
are not
asked.
going to. Women are not. Y'all honestly believe that a woman goes over there and deals with you, and you don't have more? You're not invested more than her at the beginning? You all honestly believe that? You
That's
make the
why I
choice to
said she
promote
has to
her?
show up more to the words that she says, her affirmations, the things that she's doing, her making herself available to you and letting you know that she is investing in you because you're as a man, you're already there. Hey, Kim, I like you.
Right.
Do you want to go out on a date?
So you like me more.
Yeah, you could take me out.
So you like me more.
Then now I'm not investing in you anymore because you're not showing me that interest.
But if I do,
But now, hey
like
Kim, I like you. Can I take you out on a date? Oh, you know what? I've been waiting for you to ask me to take me out on a date. I saw you over the other day. You was wearing that blue shirt. Jay, you so handsome. I've been waiting. Where you want to take me? I'm looking forward to it. Oh man, she's invested.
Yeah.
Same reason why women look at potential as well. That's why women look at potential too.
Okay.
It's not hard. It's easy for us. For men, our minds is simple.
Easy.
It's real simple to us.
Yes,
man.
it is simple.
Really simple to us.
And this the level of delusion is real. I get it.
We'll be delusional. We'll go off our ego. We like our egos being stroked. It's not that hard, and yet a lot of women still have a problem doing it and don't know how to. They can get a man, but they can't keep one.
That's true.
Because they can't follow those fundamental things, and it's not hard because they really don't like the guy. This is not all the time because guys mess up too. Right. The guy, he might be lying and stuff and saying he's, just to clap the cheeks or whatever like that. But when I'm speaking, I'm talking about under genuine terms. Right. When the person is definitely into the other person. The man is definitely into her. No games being played. This is how it should go.
Okay, so he should match her energy. She should match his energy.
She should exceed his energy.
Okay.
And then they'll be on par.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Why? Okay. Okay.
You know how much value I would. What?
It doesn't work. She always has to come and meet him.
Okay, so
Hold on a second. What room is that? What room? Oh, we're in the gaslighting room. Okay. I was unsure, but I know now.
It's sconces all on every wall. It's about 6 sconces on every wall, and there's 6 walls with 6 sconces.
I'm just saying, a man has to. Hey, Aaron, I'm saying a man. You and by what you said, a man looks and gets her first, which means his interest is there first.
Just because you show interest first doesn't mean that she can't show more second. If she is interested in you and she actually said yes, then show me some more. Show me you actually appreciate the interest that I have in you. I've already showed you I have interest in you because I'm coming and talking to you genuinely.
We don't know what that interest is. We don't know what level that is. So therefore,
if she's not interested, then don't show the interest.
No, what I'm saying is, of course, I'm interested, but I'm not going to say, "Hey, I just want to see you, and I just want to do what you want." And I don't know what your level is.
I didn't say that. I didn't say do that. I just want to do what you want. I didn't say that.
But you said
let me know
I
that you appreciate the interest that I'm showing you, and show it back,
right.
and pour it and give it back, because that
Like
dude
date was
is gonna
amazing.
put himself on the line for you every time when you do that, because I know you really
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Okay. So I'm
Because
saying,
when the dookie hit the fan, no HQ, and something negative happens, who's
Mhm.
gonna have to step up and shoulder that responsibility?
Yeah, but that's very
If there's
rare.
a threat, it's not very rare. Stuff
Say it
happens all the
again. What she
time.
say?
Very rare.
She said it's very rare. If something
What?
happens,
Right. It's very rare. What do y'all mean? Y'all shooting AK-47s and
no, I ain't saying
helicopters?
about no. I ain't saying about no
Really?
weapons. I ain't saying about no weapons or nothing. You could be in a car accident, and something needs to be pulled out, or something needs to happen. Do women want weak men physically?
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
No. Do they want their man to be dumber than them? No. Do they want their man to make less money than them? No. So all these other requirements that they inherently want their man to have,
Mm-hmm.
to have more money than them, to be more intelligent than they are, or at least on par with their intelligence, to definitely be stronger than them, and all this stuff that the man's coming with inherently. I just want, and I'm coming to you saying, I like you. I want to invest in you. I need to see that. I need to see that exponentially in me, and that's how things work. And that's why when on SBC they say, make sure she likes you more than you like her. It don't mean that you don't like her. It just means make sure she likes you more than you like her.
You know why that's a difficult thing to do for the women? Is because they've been burnt. They have been burnt. I like you. I like you. I like you. And all you want is sex. I like you. I like
No,
you.
you going with the
What
bad.
just
I'm not going
happened?
with
What just happened?
Yeah, what do you mean? What just happened?
Aaron, save us. Aaron, I
I'm
love you. Save
saying
us.
women-
Save us,
I'm-
Aaron. Save us, Aaron.
Hold
No
on.
problem.
Hold on. I'm saying why I'm saying you want a woman to show you even more enthusiasm because you're invested in a relationship. But women, a lot of women have gotten over there and I like you and I like you and I like you, but you really only want to have sex. So
I said I'm
therefore,
not even talking about them guys.
I'm saying
That's what I
a
said.
lot of women have been over there and done that. So I'm saying we as a group of women are wary of jumping out there and saying, I like you, I like you, I like you. And then we have egg on our face.
And a lot of guys are wary now, HQ, because they in some woman's phone as dinner or lunch.
Not a lot of y'all.
Damn.
Not a lot.
Because that
Not a lot.
That was the first time I heard you speechless. Aaron, save us.
Okay, so we both have things that we have to work on, right or wrong.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So why should we take? So I'm saying, as women, why should we make that chance? Why should we take that chance to like you, and then we get burnt again because you only want cheeks?
Why you got to get the life raft? Why you and the kids got to get the life raft?
Because women value relationships.
Well, I think first greetings to everyone. HQ, great to see you again. I think HQ, you kind of handed it to him a couple of times, unfortunately. The fact that men are responsible for initial pursuit already tells you that men are more likable. So it's easier to like men than it is to like women, because men, in order to be successful in the effort of pursuit, they have to develop likability. The reason why we pursue you isn't because we like you; it's because we find you physically attractive. There's nothing we know nothing about you, and we won't know anything about you for a while. You'll know more about us because we have to get you to like us, even if it's to create the illusion that we're trying to get to know you, to make you feel good. A lot of that is going to be false information coming to us because we got to ask you questions and shape the conversation in a way that makes you feel good, not in a way that genuinely gets to know you, which is to expose some of your flaws and get to know them as well. But that's going to decrease your confidence. You never bring that up when you get to know a woman. You got to extract all the qualities in her that make her look flowery and like the best woman in the world, which means the only thing you're going to ever find out about her are the best things anyway. And we know that going in. So we already take that with a grain of salt, which is why we also know we have to like you. You have to like us more than we like you. Furthermore, this jaded component you're talking about that women feel is true. We're not telling women you should like us more than we like you. We're telling each other make sure she likes you more than you like her, because she's going to be jaded and more likely to step out in times of, things not going so well. Whereas men can roll in duty bound because we're not as jaded as you. At the end of the day, no one
I must not like this panel. I must not like you, Jay, because Aaron explains shit just so well where it just makes
you do. I think it's all the sexual tension.
Oh, wow. Congratulations, Jay, if that's the case.
It's the shoulders. It's the shoulders.
Because that made sense. You're not saying that like he's speaking in terms of the men. Make sure she likes you better than you like her, because it'll bode well for the future relationship. I'm thinking in my head, girl talk. He trying to get me in bed and make me like him, so I give him sex quicker. That's the brain. That's female thinking, and that's
right.
not.
But we need to hear Aaron's. We need to hear Jay. We need to hear Black America, because we might be on the same path, but it's the different processors. And we need to hear that, because the different models, AKA Aaron might say 10 things. Jay might say 10 things. I might pick up 2. Oh, you know what? I'm saying the same thing, but I need to flip it a little bit. We need to hear you say, because sometimes when we hear women speak, we go, what is that? You're helping us untangle and reconnect what we need to do, because the social part is missing in dating and conversations. With that said, I'm in.
I should have said that first, because that's the first response. That's my first thought. When you say that, when you say we got to get her to like me first, my first response is what I thought. And I'm wrong.
No, we're all learning. We're all learning. We need.
No, I'm not saying it as a judgment. I'm saying, am I wrong to think that way?
Okay, you can come out your room.
It's not necessary. Jesus. It's not necessarily wrong. It's from a different perspective. We're not talking about those guys. We're not talking about the hit it and quit it guys.
Absolutely,
I'm talking about a guy that's genuinely interested in that woman.
So when we look at this lady right here, she says, I like him. And that's what made me think that I like him more than he likes me. So why is she chasing? What is the thought process? He
probably tall, dark, and handsome. He probably got the swag or the persona that she likes. He dressed the way she likes. She likes him. He's not interested in her. This is a non-topic. She's chasing a guy that is not interested. It's not that he likes her less than she likes him. He doesn't like her at all.
You don't like her at all. Okay.
No. So she needs to just move on.
Right.
I would assume.
Okay.
Yes, but also, what if I want to attract people like in their type of vibe, not the people I'm currently attracting? Okay.
Then you need to change. You have to work on your self-esteem. Or there's something else you need to work on, because if you attracted that guy already, but you can't keep him, that means, okay, what is it about me that doesn't have him chasing me down and blowing up my phone?
But it's like, I don't know what it is about me.
Okay, and what type of girls describe the guy that you're dating, that you like.
He's in graduate school, so he's like about to get a high earning job. He's also Nigerian, if I'm Nigerian. Like he's tall, like 6'3", 6'4".
Oh, the world is his oyster, honey. The world is his oyster. Okay, he's about to be a doctor or a lawyer, 6'3", Nigerian, can speak well, travel young. Next, I be like, next. Okay, wrap it up, girl. Okay.
Not next. But what if I want to attract people like that?
Okay, you have to work on your self-esteem. We got to work on body. Okay, we got to keep things right.
And you know the thing she can't do? She can't change the physical. She can't change nothing physically about her, except maybe lose weight or whatever. She can't do anything about that. There's going to be a certain type.
What you mean the physical? Like other than her looks or something?
I mean, if she needs to lose weight or whatever, she can't change anything.
Oh, she absolutely can.
Maybe no. I'm saying if she
Why
needs to
not?
lose weight, she can change her weight. She can change that. She can't do anything else besides that.
Not what I heard. I heard something totally different.
What?
Okay, she went to the Oracle, which is Ashley Dalton. She's Ashley, help me. This is the element I find people miss. She's asking for help, but
Right.
every time Ashley says something, she overtalks her. She's doing it in a passive way. A lot of women do it more aggressively, but she needs to be quiet and need to have a pencil and piece of paper and writing down everything. That's what she needs to do. The other thing she needs that's missing is she doesn't have a masculine figure, aka a father, in the role of helping her vet or protect her. Hey, you should be thinking this way.
Right.
That when we say men are protectors, it's protecting women from themselves. You should be focusing on what your schooling is, what your square is, and what your 4-year plan is, not some random guy in a class because he looked good. With that said, I'm in.
Man, he's so accurate. He's so accurate with that statement. I don't have nothing to say.
Well, if she wouldn't be having any problems if she put herself around the type of guys that she like. If she qualified for those guys, she wouldn't have she wouldn't have to call Ashley. But because she's around this guy, and she doesn't qualify for them, she doesn't meet their criteria, then she's not going to get seen. It's just I can't go in the ocean with a 20-pound test line with a broad reel and a worm and think I'm gonna catch a sailfish. It's not gonna happen. Right. I got to get the right bait for the what I'm going after. Right. And if you're willing to change those things about yourself, then potentially you'll increase your odds. But if you're not willing to change those things, if you're comfortable being where you are, then more power to you. That's what you can do. But don't get upset when you're not getting the outcomes you want because you're not willing to change yourself.
Right.
Yeah, you need crane cabling if you want to catch a sailfish.
Yeah, wow. Let's look at let's see how she comes out.
That's what we got to body. We got to be fit.
I know I'm trying.
So me, let's move back again. Let me see.
She said, "I'm trying." She said, we got to have body." She said, "I'm trying." What do you mean you trying?
Yes.
What?
Okay.
I was getting ready to get. I was about to get. It's always that.
And we need to work on confidence.
I'm looking at getting a gym membership.
Right. Let's see.
No, mommy, I'm not calling you. I'm on the phone with my friend. Yes. Sorry.
Well, that's a Nigerian mama. Who's your friend?
Mom.
What is her name?
Right.
I don't know this friend.
It's like
you have no friends.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Okay. We need to tone.
I thought you take Gary to work sometimes.
No. Thank you, ma'am.
Why? I can't see you.
No, I'm still getting ready.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
The accent came out and the accent went right away.
We need to tone. We need to tone.
Oh, I see.
Not a bad looking girl. Not bad. I mean, she got stuff to work with. I mean, she got something to work with. He just ain't looking at her. They just not looking at her. And maybe she needs to change it up to something else. Or maybe she could look at another doctor or look at something. I don't know. She don't seem to bad. The body don't seem to be bad. Don't nothing seem to be bad. So he just ain't attracted to her. It just is what he is.
And we could lose 7 pounds of weight. Like I always say, 7 pounds of fat and turn that into 7 pounds of muscle.
Yeah, I'm trying. I just got.
We could lose about 7 to 10 pounds of fat and turn it into 10 pounds of muscle.
Now you're saying I'm cute and pretty. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, but
sorry.
I think I know where she wants to be. She's like, Ash, I really want to take it up a notch. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Yeah. Like we're not saying you don't love who you are right now, but you want to take it to the next.
We don't.
She said, I want to go.
How do you take it to the next level? She's not overweight.
She has to work on her personality. I wouldn't even say it's her facade or her figure. Really, her big problem is inside. Her big problem is between her ears.
Right.
She has major. She seems like the type that has no idea how to present scintillating conversation to a man.
Right.
She doesn't know what a man, what excites a man, what drives a man, what captures his attention and keeps it. She's more about herself. Every time this woman said something, she's just looking in the chat. Oh, these people think I'm cute. Thank you. What the hell are you talking about?
Right.
And the man, here's the thing. We know the man likes the way she looks. He found something in her because how else would they be talking to one another? He had to have walked up to her and introduced himself. Right. And unless she put on 30, 20 pounds overnight, even if she did, something about her got him to make an introduction. It's just after some conversation, he figured out, oh, what we have is a helium-headed, self-interested person. He just moved on. She's not sophisticated, I don't think, to match his wit, knowing what he's into, and she just, nah, I'm out of here. Goodbye.
Right. It's their personality. Her personality is shitty. Yeah.
90% of it, I think, is right there.
Right.
Let me call me gorgeous. She said, "Don't be calling me cute." Okay, she ready for the next level.
I'm screaming. Y'all are nice.
Stay away from the rice.
Okay, I literally like this is the thing. I feel like I eat, like I track my food. I eat protein. I drink like 4 bottles of water. Like I feel like I'm doing all the things.
Is good,
like,
man.
If I do any more, I'm like, what else do I need to do?
No, there's no way you're doing it because your body would show that.
What's the meal, Jay? Chicken and
I'm sorry, but that jollof is be hitting.
Yeah,
your body would show.
That seasoned chicken with that jollof rice.
Ooh, I got a bag full of chicken in the sink right now that I'm finna cook. That's what I'm finna eat for the week.
Are you baking that chicken or are you air frying that chicken, HQ?
I'm baking the chicken.
Oh, okay.
Damn,
you better be. You better be.
I'm baking the chicken and I got a whole freezer full of bagged vegetables.
Did you have your sea moss this morning?
No, I don't fool with that.
You see, that's your problem. That's
I only eat 2 meals a day. I eat 12
bag of chicken.
2 meals a day. That's it.
You're not doing. There's something we're missing. There's something we're not doing.
She eating the burgers and the fries. She eating the burgers.
I don't know what it is, if it's what we're eating, but I feel like it's the carbs. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like you're a carb girl. Are you a carb girl?
No, the middleman just eat the grass yourself.
This is like every human being. I don't eat this. I don't eat that. Yes, you do.
Man, I eat everything, man. Yes, forget what Jihan to talk about.
My rice.
I eat it all.
You eat it.
But CJ, you probably portion control is what you do. You know what I'm saying?
From time to time.
I mean, but I'm saying if you balance out, if you want to eat a lot of poultry and a lot of meat. See me, I eat like meat like twice or three, probably twice a week, maybe, if that. Or I do like a meat protein replacement. You know what I mean? So like, but if you somebody like her and she's like 4'11" and she's eating steak, chicken, and bratwurst every other day, I mean, she's gonna be built like a basketball by the time before the month is over. So I mean, and that lady right there, she ain't helping herself, and she averages the day as long. Not her.
Yeah, we talking about the other lady.
Yeah.
The other one, she wasn't big or nothing like that. She was just not. There's different tiers to it, man, and you can't just. It's not as simple as saying just like somebody for how they are or whatever, because everybody not going to do that. That's just the reality. We're going to deal with reality, right? There's different tiers to it. Some people like slimmer, fit people. Right. Some people like people with a little bit of body weight on it. Me, I like a little bit of something there. Some people like they partner or they person to be like 2-3 times their size, and we see that 600-pound life, that little skinny black dude with that big old, like, some people like that. So you might find it, but the difference is if you want the other person and you're not what they want. Right. If you're not willing to change, then nothing's gonna come of that. Right. It's all good if the person likes you, regardless of how you look. But if the other person that you want don't like you, then they just don't like you. And you can't force them to change their mind and be like, oh, you being what's your brother? What the dude Buddha was calling us? We womenizers and all this other stuff, and we, superficial. I can be superficial. It's my choice. It's my choice.
But CJ, they don't understand how easy it is to get, as that weight complex. See, that last girl, she wasn't thick, she wasn't petite, she was kind of a tweener. So Like let another month or two go on, or even if some dude knocks her up, she's gonna be a basketball.
Yeah, but we
Yeah,
can't
but I
say
mean,
about
if
what
they get, I mean, the thing is though, hopefully she gonna get pregnant after marriage. Hopefully, right?
No,
That's
not gonna
his
happen.
woman now. That's his woman.
right.
I see a lot of blowed out couples now after they fat and happy and traveling and doing all this other stuff.
Right.
See, I heard another little element that maybe it might have been missed by the panel.
Right.
When she's trying to get her life together, who chimed in? Her mom. And a lot of times, if somebody says, hey, I want to be this person, they need to build a support team around getting to be that person.
Right.
When you lose weight and you become that skinny girl, you can't, or a skinny guy, you can't be around the same people you was when you was fat. I'm just saying. With that said, I'm in.
You should.
No,
you really
that
should.
that definitely that applies to what Aaron was saying too, but I think it applies to a man as well. If we want to attract a certain woman and we want to be in certain spaces, then we have to build ourselves up to be in those spaces.
Absolutely.
One thing that Aaron said was personality is everything for me. Now that I got to this age, I just think that personalities attract, and also, you know, if you think a certain way, like I'm come from a Christian background.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think naturally we don't know it at first, but we want that woman to be led by a decent man. Her father is decent.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we can work with each other. You know, if we see the potential in that man, and vice versa,
Right.
I think that naturally you can build yourself up to become a communion. You know, something together.
Right.
Well said.
Well said. I mean, with that being said, my husband used to go and visit my family, visit my mom and dad without me. Sometimes I'd call him, he'd be gone and he'd be over there with my dad. They'd be gone fishing or they'd be gone doing stuff together. And I'd be like, you didn't tell me you was going with my dad. He was like, me and your dad are friends. It ain't got nothing to do with you, right?
Because he built that rapport. He built that healthy rapport.
Right.
But see, we don't have that today because, like, I mean, and even with married couples, you got I see a lot of married couples, and a lot of my married friends that, like, either the dad beefing with the woman, his wife's, either the husband beefing with the wife's spouses or vice versa, the wife's parents or vice versa. I'm just like, damn, bro, how many? I mean, it can't be that hard to find a commonality unless y'all just hate each other's guts outright like that, which is most likely not the case. Just a whole bunch of ego babble a lot of times.
You on point. You exactly on point. And but see, it's the broken family thing. You know, if the father is not there with the mother, and then you as a man, as a child, have to find your father and figure out what's going on. For me, I don't want it to be a conflict of interest, so I'll walk away from both parties. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be in between what my mother and father got going on, and I don't want it to affect me. And so I don't know from a young man's perspective. I'm not that young, but I think that the man has to find his way as well. And naturally, he may have to break away from his mother or he have to break away from his father to find himself. Because naturally, like the man said, the ego is involved with the mother and the father. We don't know what's going on. And we don't have time to waste and figure out what's going on with them. So we got to kind of move on. That's why people kind of move on.
Let me retort on something I said. So when I was saying, like, some of the married couples being engaged in having beefs with the other spouse's parents and parentals and vice versa, that needs to be eliminated. Because, like, when people, I think somebody else brought it up and said that, yes, you need the parents need to be, because the children need to be watching the parents' marriage so that can fortify and strengthen their marriage so that they can teach their kids better. So when you have that, I guess that trinity per se, you got the grands, then you got the regular parents, then you got You know, so that the lineage can be there, the lineage can be, you know, fortified and such. So that just need to be a healthier relationship between, you know, each of the spouses, their parents, the family. So it creates a healthier unity, you know.
Let me jump in and say something. Hey, so I think Jay Tillman, he wasn't here. What happened was, and this is why I love Black America. Black America, we all know his story. He is not to be played with. He came back on the panel and said, I would like to apologize to that young brother because they clashed heads, but Black America did something that we don't do as brothers, and I've been working on doing it as well. It's appreciating each other. It's
I was listening to him.
Okay. So it's us saying, you know what? Aaron was right. You know what? G Honda, he crazy. No, we don't say that. We need to say G Honda brought up a good point. AKA, you don't have to believe everything, but there's always some learning points, and we need to learn how to coagulate together and build each other up. That's the part that we miss as men. And that's why this panel is great, because you gave them room to come back. And I think Jay Walker said it too. Like, hey, yeah, it wasn't the best circumstances, but here's what I learned out of it. And I think that's where we grow. With that said, I'm in.
You got to coagulate in order to mitigate.
In order to regulate.
In order to regulate.
Stop, Jay. Stop.
Let's listen to this lady.
Where does coordinate come in that?
Known for about like a year.
So you've known him for a year. You met him at a social event, and you felt comfortable enough to fly out on your dime, go to a stranger's house you've known for 365 days, don't know his middle name, don't know his mama's name, and we're gonna cuddle up with him, and we don't feel emotionally safe. I'm just saying it back to you so you can hear it out loud.
Okay. I think that the last guy that I met was very well to do. I met him at a bar, just happenstance. And we talked. He's very, very wealthy. Probably one of the wealthiest men that I've have met.
You talking Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos?
One of the wealthiest men that I have been able to attract. But he didn't ask for my number, which I think he had somebody else. I saw a couple of women in his phone and they look very exotic. So it's like,
hello, Jasmine.
What is going on?
Hold on, let me turn my camera. Turn on.
What is it? We just jumped two different ladies.
Wait a minute, that's Ashley show. That's the way she introduced him. That's the way she introduced her show.
Oh, this is the beginning of it?
Yeah, I didn't do nothing.
Okay. I thought she was going to dive into that first lady going to that dude's house.
Yeah, this is her. This is her name.
Okay.
Hi, welcome in.
Okay, I don't want
Thank you. I was on your live some time ago. I don't remember me or not.
Yes, it's been a while. Yes, how are you?
So I'm okay.
Hold on.
It's amazing how all these women meet all these rich men all the time. Where do you be meeting these rich men? All the time. But none of y'all can bag none. What's going on?
Consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms.
I do.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
So what's our update?
So our update is I decided that as for the commitment to the club I was going to make, I decided to get my life together financially before I commit to there, right?
Okay, perfect.
2, yes. I met a guy.
Before the country club.
Huh?
The country club.
Yes, you remembered.
Yeah,
okay.
I remember that. Yeah.
So I'm going to wait to commit to there. I'm going to wait for that. But as of right now, I'm talking to this guy. So I met him at like a meetup event. He hosts like events to help, like social events. And so I met him like a year ago. He added me on Instagram. We were talking, and basically like right now, we're kind of talking. I went to go see him out of state because I was like, okay, like I wanted to go somewhere tropical, and he was somewhere tropical, so I went there.
Wait. So he lives there, or he's on vacation there?
Okay, so he used to live here, but he moved
to an island,
to Florida.
Okay.
Tropical.
So you flew out on your dime or his dime?
So I flew out on my dime, but we were friends. Like we were just like
Florida's
cool,
tropical.
you know what I mean? There was
But
no.
the intention was to see him.
The intention was to see him and see the state.
Girl,
You already know she don't like accountability. She already making up stories in her head.
What the hell is wrong with this girl?
She don't like reality. She don't like reality. Like, lady, you are a chick this dude met a year ago that you was talking to on social media, through social media. It said, hey, why don't you come out? And you took your behind out there to go see him.
Right.
That's it. That's it.
Look, on a wing and a prayer. On a wing
and a prayer.
are you talking about Florida like it's Fiji?
Well,
Girl,
I was
girl.
excited.
Girl.
It was exciting.
Okay.
Where'd you come from? Kentucky or Wyoming or some shit? What do you
I
mean?
don't know. Florida's a tropical
She said,
oasis.
I'm excited. Excited about what?
Continue.
So they
No, they were not dating Q.
They ain't dating. No, she's just out there.
I said, girl, bye. Okay, so anyway, so I saw him and like he took me around, went to like a few dinner places, and he just kind of showed me the area. And like basically like we hung out, but when I was there, he was being really pushy about being intimate. And like I was just like, no, I'm not interested.
Now, why would he be pushy about being intimate?
Because she flew her behind out to see him in Florida.
Why wasn't that the expectation? And
A conversation beforehand, at least at a bare minimum.
she's known him for a year, for a whole year.
A year.
That's not what happened. That's not what happened.
What happened?
Okay, if he wouldn't have been pushy, then he would have been labeled zesty or gay.
I can see that.
She
Why
went
you ain't
out.
try nothing?
She went out there, and she was on that whole thing that, in general, what I hear women say, I like to travel.
Yeah.
AKA, I'm gonna go to Dubai. Eve went to Dubai. Well, the shenanigans that come with going to Dubai, oh, I wasn't into that. Now they're stuck where? In Dubai. With that said, I'm in.
Aaron. Aaron.
Aaron talking to Jesus right now.
Oh,
He can't. He's
interested in
not
that
available.
and rah rah rah. So we weren't intimate at all because that's not like what I'm interested in doing. So then like I kind of noticed that when we'd go out, he would like walk in front of me. He'd have like a wandering eye, and I was just like, okay,
How can you
like
have a wandering eye?
noted, right? Like,
how can you have a wandering eye? I'm not with you.
What she meant is his attention wasn't focused relentlessly on her the entire time.
Right. What was the expectation?
But you're not giving me none. So
go ahead.
For her to go out and say, "I got a man to fund my adventure," and this is a flex for them. It's a sick flex, is what it is.
She flew herself out there, Gianna. She flew herself.
She flew herself out there.
That's what she's telling us.
Oh,
That
okay, I
might not
missed
be
that
the
part.
truth.
My bad.
That might not be the truth, though.
Might not be the truth, but that's what she's telling us.
Right, because if she said he flew me out there and he's acting this way, everybody would say, "What'd you expect?" So she just turned the story a little bit. Hey, you know what? I flew myself out there.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Noted.
And this also goes back to what we were saying before, HQ.
What?
About making sure she likes you more than you like her. Now she flew herself out there,
right?
But apparently she don't like him more. Because why would she want to go spend intimate time with this man?
Yeah, but
close
she flew
proximity
herself out there though. She flew herself out. She spent the money.
But why would she do that? It don't make sense. Why would she spend her own money to go out and spend some intimate one-on-one time with this guy if she wasn't interested in that after a year? Not saying that because it's like as a man, it should have been established beforehand to be begging about some cat when she gets out there. You should have had known already if that was his intention, right? So she shouldn't come out there and all of a sudden you be pushing up on somebody who don't want to be pushed up on. But on her side,
I'm pretty sure.
why did she go out there?
I'm pretty sure he said, "We gonna get busy when you get out here," or he gonna say something to that.
A year of talking, some innuendo or something had to come on, man. Something had to be said.
Can I give something?
Yeah.
When I hear her speak, this is just my human behavior pattern. I hear I'm a princess. That's what I hear.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted the princess treatment. Comes out more and more as she speaks.
So my question is this: if you knew you weren't going to have sex with this person or whatever, why did you do everything all the way until that particular moment? And then you say, "I'm celibate."
Because she didn't know, because she doesn't know anything one way or another. She is filled with helium in brain housing group. She's dimwit.
She does.
Whoa.
Well, you're breaking up.
Masculine figure over the top. She doesn't have a masculine figure to vet her, to say, hey, here's what I'm doing, here's a scenario, and run everything past her. Because the masculine figure would have said, whoa, what are you doing, sister? What are you doing?
Right. And wait a minute, let's keep going. Hold on. Your story hasn't been revealed yet.
Like, I brought this up to him and he's like, oh, like, will you be my girlfriend? Like, I want to be your girlfriend. I want you to be my boyfriend. And I was just like, I don't think I want to do that. You're having a wandering eye. You're doing all this stuff. I'm looking at the comments right now and they're all saying he's not the one. And this is how I've been feeling.
But wait, so when did the question about relationships come? Was that after he... was that after he walked in front of you or before? When did the relationship question come up?
This happened like after. And when he was doing all these things, I didn't call it out. I was just taking note. I was like, okay, like that's okay. I'm not going to be seeing him again.
And when you went to Florida to see him to fly out, did you stay with him or did you stay at a hotel?
So I don't want to say that because these people are already making fun of me in these comments.
Okay, so you stayed with him and were you intimate?
So she stayed at his house, took your clothes off, took your pants off, got halfway naked into some pajamas,
rubbing,
still letting him know, still letting him think he has a relationship going on. Because you ain't told him nothing. You're just clocking or you're just taking note. Well, maybe he ain't the one. But when it get right down to it, you staying in his house. Why didn't you get up? Why didn't you immediately say, okay, I'm staying at a hotel and then be done with it? Why did you go to his house? If you knew after they went to the restaurant that you weren't going to give him any, you weren't going to have a relationship with him, why did you go back to his house and get naked?
I was flattering a last comment. Helium has an atomic weight 2
and HQ wearing boots with
hydrogen pill.
I appreciate that one. Has an atomic weight that's too heavy.
It's wild to me how you put yourself in that situation and you thought it was logical, and then you get on here and you explain it, and it sounds as messed up as it does sound. What are you doing out here?
She said, I don't want to say that part. Well, we already know.
Right.
Dummy.
Yeah. Look at her covering her face. Because you know it's embarrassing.
No. We were not intimate.
Look at Ashley's face. Look at Ashley's face.
Oh.
In no capacity. You stayed in his house, you slept on the couch, and he didn't come near you. That's what you're telling me, Jack?
I mean, he came near me, and that's kind of like, he did come near me, and I let him know, like, I'm not interested in, like, doing that just yet. You know what I mean? Like, I'm open to it, but it's just not on my focus right now, you know? And that's why I'm saying he was very pushy about that, you know? And so there was nothing, I mean, like, we were, like, close, I guess, like, cuddled, I guess, but I don't.
Ain't, no. I know that I ain't getting in the bed unless I'm giving up the cheats. We just gonna, why did you get in the bed nude or whatever you did, and you knew you weren't gonna do that? I'd be mad. I kick her out right then. Wait a minute, you gotta go to a hotel. Because no, this is some silly shit right here.
Oh, I thought you said you would just
I would kick
Get
her
out.
out. I'd be done called
Get
her.
out.
I'd call her a Uber. I'd call her Uber and say, this is great, but
you ain't got to go home.
But you got to leave from here because you
You
knew
gotta
what
get
it
up out of
was.
here.
She hasn't said that she's had the conversation with him. She hasn't said that. She hasn't said the conversation like, I'm not really into you. I'm not really willing to go through this relationship with you. I'm just here to have a good time. Maybe she didn't pay for a hotel. Maybe he said you could stay with me, but you're going to stay with me and then don't tell me what's going on with the relationship, but you're going to get naked in my house in the middle of the night and let me cuddle with you and touch you and do all those things.
Yeah, even if it's not naked, like close that's an intimate setting, even if sex is not involved.
Right.
Being
I'm
one-on-one
saying there's
with
nothing
somebody.
wrong with it. I'm not
It's
saying
intimate.
there's anything wrong with you saying no. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm saying he didn't know any of these things that were running around your head and you didn't say anything to him. So he's going on what he thinks, his information. She came here, she got news, she's in the bed with me, she's doing all that good stuff. This is what she thought.
There's a term for this, though. There's a term for this.
What?
It's called moving the goalpost. Because she's saying she was celibate, but she's saying she talked to him for a year. So in a whole year, you didn't bring up that you were celibate. That's one. Two, I listen to a lot of shows. I listen to everything from Amish shows to all kinds of relationship dynamics. And one of the things I noticed, this story happens a lot where women will say, oh, I got in a bed with him. I didn't have pajamas, so I had to wear a pair of his shorts and they were too big, but we just laid in the bed. I wanted him to try something, but I did. It's just a whole muckery. I heard this story before in different dynamic settings. It's not new. This is a game. And with that said, I'm in.
I don't like being intimate with people that I don't feel emotionally safe with, right? So,
but the
no,
thing is, and this goes for all the girls, Jazz. If I don't feel emotionally safe, I shouldn't feel physically safe.
What is she talking about, Aaron? Aaron, did you freeze? Yeah, he froze. Emotionally safe. What is she talking about? What the hell is going on?
I don't know.
That's part of the game. That's part of the game. I'm going to use these words that are ambiguous to justify my nonsense.
It can't be quantified.
Emotionally,
I don't know what that means.
Emotionally safe. What does that mean?
To be next to someone I don't know. And that goes for everyone watching. Okay, that's not just you, because I'm sure someone else has done that. But we want to also be physically safe because we don't know him.
Well, I've known him for a while. Like, it's not like he's a stranger.
So why would you be emotionally unsafe if you've only talked to this man? You've only talked to this man. You haven't had sex with this man. You haven't done any of these things with this man. Why are you emotionally unsafe? I don't understand. You felt safe enough to come.
This is the same conversation. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Wait a minute. You felt emotionally safe enough to get on an airplane and come to his town and then stay in his house, but you don't feel emotionally safe? What the hell is going on?
This is the same thing as those women who are 45, 50, and they say that they set up the same dynamics and they go, I want him to be a provider. I want him to do all these things, but I'm not going to have sex until we're married. It's the same conversation.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So my whole point is this. What is she talking about? What's going on with this girl? She just goofy? Is that just her?
Like, I've known him for about like a year.
Big goofy.
No.
So you've known him for a year. You met him at a social event and you felt comfortable enough to fly out on your dime, go to a stranger's house you've known for 365 days, don't know his middle name, don't know his mama's name, and we're going to cuddle up with him and we don't feel emotionally safe.
Look at her.
I'm just saying it back to you so you can hear it out loud.
Okay. I think that
come on, you got to acknowledge what the hell she just said.
She don't have to. That's older 66.
Wow.
Yeah, she moved the goalpost. Yep.
He's adhering to order 66, man.
What the hell are we doing? Oh, wow.
Maybe there's some parts I'm not explaining. I understand the concern, but I want to redirect the focus.
Okay.
Right? Let's redirect the focus. The focus is that now he's been really pushing to be my boyfriend. He's like, I want to be your boyfriend. Like, I'm like, okay, why do you want my boyfriend? He's like, I want loyalty. I want this. And in my head, I'm like, okay, like, I decided to categorize him as for fun. You know what I mean?
Whoa!
I categorize.
Wow.
You put him in the what?
How
After
can he
a
be
year,
fun?
wow.
How can he be fun?
After a
What
year of
fun?
conversation.
I don't know.
What
After
fun
a
is she
year.
having?
She said she put him in a category of fun. Wow. So why did you have sex with him if it's just fun?
Let's redirect the focus. Let's get the focus off of me and my bad decision making. Let's focus on what I don't like about the situation, Ashley.
He's ugly as hell. What the hell is she talking?
You redirect the focus.
And then you redirected it to some bullshit. I just want to be friend. He's fun. What?
I put him in the friend category. Oh my! What? I mean the fun, not friend, fun. What fun?
For fun because
What
I'm
fun?
like, obviously, like
Meals?
this doesn't seem like something that I don't know. I'm seeing the red flags, right? So I guess what
you wearing it? He's wearing the red flag.
You got it on. It's a big one. It's a big one with a blonde wig. It's a big one with a blonde wig. Wow. Wow. You hurt my head with that one, lady. What's going on?
Hey, HQ, let's redirect the focus here real quick.
I want to share something.
That's crazy.
I want to share something. So when women say they want a man protector, they don't really know what they're saying. But this is where a man draws lines and say, we're not doing that. This is that, hey, I was too drunk to drive home. I met this guy and I just stayed at his house and he seemed safe. And then 3 weeks later, they explain, well, you know, when I told you that story, you should have known I got violated and blah, blah. Wait a minute. You've been dating that guy for a week. What are we doing? Like, it's just the nonsense wagon that the female will put themselves in and keep falling deeper down the rabbit hole. That's why they need that male figure to protect them. And a lot of times we miss that. With that said, I'm in.
Yeah, you violated. You went over there 6 times after.
That's crazy. This is crazy.
You drove and you paid for an Uber to get over there. What are you talking about? He violated you the first time. You went over 6 times after.
This is
should I break up with him? Like,
what? Wait, whoa. You ain't that. You said that. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Didn't she say that they weren't together? Wait a minute. They just.
They're not.
It's female logic.
Oh my God. I see why.
What? Come on.
Oh,
I got a headache already. It's like, look. This is
man.
This one was
a
like
relationship.
Well, okay. So when I was leaving for the airport, he brought me to the airport. He was like, "I love you." He was like, "I love you, and I want you to be my boyfriend. I want you to be our girlfriend." And I was like, "Well, I think it's too soon to say I love you," and that's what I said. And then he was like, "Oh, okay, cool." But then when I arrived, we talked on the phone. He was like, "Okay, well, can you be my girlfriend?" And I was like, "Well,
you arrived where?
Home. When I got home."
Okay.
When I got home, he called back and was like, well, you never addressed my boyfriend-girlfriend question. And I was like, well, I noticed you have a wandering eye. 1, 2, you're very pushy about being intimate. 3, just overall, you don't seem ready to be in a relationship. And that's what I told him. And he was like, you know what? Like, that's a fair point, you know, but being in a relationship takes sacrifice. Like, his communication, like, is really well. And that's kind of what makes me, like, doubtful of the red flags. Because, like, we talk to these things. His communication is, like, top tier.
Right.
Is it just me or does she sound like Fresh?
You prefer. You have to do
like who?
Communication.
Fresh from Fresh and Fit.
Actions. Which one? You have to make a choice right now. You can only get one for the rest of your life.
I choose action forever.
Okay. So what does his actions say that his words are not?
She could here talk about the
his
one thing.
Actions show me
like what? What?
That he.
See, this would make me. This would give me a headache. This would give me a headache because I'd be like, no, don't let me be quiet.
Actions and words align, right? If he says he's gonna do something, he'll do it. But in terms of respecting my boundaries, if I say I don't want to talk about something personal, he will be pushy about it. And same thing with like the whole not respecting my boundaries about not wanting to be intimate. He was very pushy about that as well. The whole wandering eye thing is kind of concerning too. I mean, but like we made things official like about like 2 days ago. Official. So
something else I want you to work on, and I'm not sure if you're
look. Yeah, Jay.
They made things official 2 days ago.
Wait a minute. Ain't this the person who said that? Wait a minute.
She said she put him in the fun category.
Zone. But then she said they became boyfriend and girlfriend when she was leaving for the plane.
No, when she got home, he called and said, "Did you think about my boyfriend?" And she just said 2 days ago we made things official. He's trying to clap cheeks. She's on a list that he's probably got on social media because that's where she is, right?
Right.
Okay, I've been baiting this one for a year. She about to fly out to me, right? That's what he's saying.
Right.
I'm about to clap these cheeks and send her on her way. She wasn't having that part.
Right.
That's why he was being pushy, because that's what he was expecting, to clap cheeks.
Right.
So he dropped back in the pocket and threw a Hail Mary. I love you. Let's be boyfriend and girlfriend at the end, trying to get that last one in.
Right.
And it didn't work. So he was like, okay, see, I got to play the long game with this one. When she goes away, I'm going to go ahead and throw some more bait out there. That's what he did. In order to stop a thief, you got to think like a thief.
Right. She's just a dummy. That's all.
Yeah.
She ain't got it. She didn't get it. But
therapy.
The thing is, the one thing is, she resisted.
Yeah, she resisted. Good on her.
Because he pressured her. He was pressuring her to have sex. She said, no. Because you knew what time it was when you got there. She felt it. She felt he wasn't serious. That's why.
Flora, let's redirect this. Let's redirect the focus.
And this goes for everyone watching. If someone doesn't respect your boundaries, you don't allow them to push you or put you in a situation where you go against yourself.
Okay.
Where you betray yourself. And that betrayal is getting in a relationship with him when you don't want to.
Right.
Get in a relationship with him when he doesn't respect you or your boundaries.
Right.
Okay.
But you're not ready and you're still young. And you have
Hold on. Let's back up. Listen to the advice that Ashley gave her. Let's see what this.
His actions show me that his actions and words align, right? If he says he's going to do something, he'll do it.
Right.
But in terms of respecting my boundaries, if I say I don't want to talk about something personal, he will be pushy about it. And same thing with like the whole not respecting my boundaries about not wanting to be intimate. He was very pushy about that as well.
Right.
The whole wandering eye thing is kind of concerning too. I mean, but like we made things official like about like 2 days ago. Official. So
something else I want you to work on, and I'm not sure if you're in therapy, Jazz, and this goes for everyone watching. If someone doesn't respect your boundaries, you don't allow them to push you or put you in a situation.
Listen to Ashley. Jesus.
Where you go against yourself.
Okay.
Where you betray yourself. And that betrayal is getting in a relationship with him when you don't want to.
Right.
Get in a relationship with him when he doesn't respect you or your boundaries.
That's right.
Okay.
But you're not ready.
Okay.
She don't respect her boundaries because she should have never flown out here.
How did you get in a relationship with somebody that you didn't want to get in a relationship with? How do you end up in a relationship with somebody you don't want to be in a relationship with?
Here's what I'm going to say. The question you're asking, this is just the other side of the fence of the single mom. How many single moms do we see on the show that are with men or have babies? And then when you start pulling back the layers, you go, what was you doing? Yeah, how did you get here? This is how you got here. This is that broken thinking. But in her world, it's all a straight line logical. And we're going, no, it's not. With that said, I'm in.
This is crazy. This just Listen to Ashley. Women need to hear this right here. So much. Listen.
Official. So
allow them to push you or put you in a situation where you go against yourself.
Okay.
Where you betray yourself. And that betrayal is getting in a relationship with him when you don't want to. Get in a relationship with him when he doesn't respect you or your boundaries.
Okay.
Why did she say okay? What the hell is wrong with her?
Because she's not going to listen to her. That's what it is. That's what your kids say when you tell them to do something.
And that was.
Do you hear what I tell you? Are you listening to me? You understand? Yes.
This is sound advice. That was the most sound advice I done seen her give anybody. Just straight out flat. What the hell are you doing in a relationship with this man? And you don't want to be in a relationship with this man, but you there. You there. How are you there? How did you have a baby by this guy? And you know what he is. How did you get in this relationship? This is an example of all the women need to listen to. How the hell did you end up with 3, 4, 5 babies by Nug Nug? 1 baby by Nug Nug. In a relationship you're not supposed to be in. What the hell going on?
But
she looking at Ashley like, I don't know what you said. I ain't listening to you, Ashley. And that's the best advice she could have gave that girl right there.
You're not ready and you're still young and you have a lot of life to live, you know, and experience.
You need to stop calling people young, man. You ain't old, but you ain't young, man. You an adult.
She in the
young is relative.
But one day you'll watch this back and you'll learn. So that's how I see it, my
mistakes.
lovely.
Oh, they young.
So,
no. That's a bad mistake.
No, she ain't that young. This chick ain't that young.
We need to stop calling. I'm tired of people calling people young when they mess up. Oh, I was young. No, it had nothing to do with you was young. You made a bad decision.
Right.
We human beings, we make bad decisions regardless of age.
Right.
My next step should be like,
hold on a second.
Yeah.
This is why I love Jay Tillman. What he's saying, I'm gonna speak for you, Jay, and you tell me if I'm wrong.
Right.
He has made a lot of mistakes. He didn't miss the lesson. That's what he's saying. Like when things happen, that wasn't the best. Here's what I learned out of it. Those are the lessons you can't get nowhere else. She learned a lesson, but she's busy going, yeah, but no. Let me tell you, because everything we think about her, we hear, it's like that's ass backwards, but she can't hear it because she's busy chirping in, AKA being a bird. With that said, I'm
in the comment section.
Goldilocks here in her 80s. She's gonna be putting a salt shaker in her coffee because it looks like sugar. I mean, she ain't never gonna get it.
I love you, Aaron.
I mean, look at the look on her face. You know she's not listening. She's in the comment section. I can tell she's in the comment section.
Like, leave him.
Laura, you be just off, man.
And rah. So what do you think? Like,
I wish.
What do you think? Listen to she just said to Ashley. What do you think? Ashley just told you.
Just told you.
What the hell?
I just told you what I.
Listen to her. Listen to this girl.
You all the best, Jasmine. Okay, I want you to have a good night. I'm not sure if maybe I was talking too low. I think I spoke too low just now, but I'm the best.
She said, maybe I'm talking too low. You didn't hear what I said, girl. That's exactly what you didn't hear what I said. Oh, listen.
Hi, thank you.
You're welcome.
Man. Oh my goodness. And yo, 24 says something.
Yeah.
On the flip side of the coin,
what?
Imagine if this dude just wasn't trying to get cheeks. Imagine if this guy legitimately thought he was in a relationship over the last year.
Right.
And yes, my girl's finally coming out to see me. I'm gonna ask her to be my girl. We're gonna do this thing. We're gonna get hot and heavy. I've been waiting for this.
No. Hey, HQ, I got a question.
Yeah, Zeus.
You went live, and I saw it on YouTube, but I heard you talk about other people's comments. What were you live on? Because evidently, I'm not connected to that platform.
I don't go live on anything except YouTube.
Oh, okay,
because on that Instagram thing, the Instagram thing, I might have went live on that too.
Okay, I'll try to get the link and be able to comment on that. But I'm with you.
Oh, okay. This is Ashley comment after that. Look at Ashley looking at the screen like I don't even know what to say about that girl.
I gave her a solution. I don't think she heard me. I think I do speak a little low, so maybe it was me. If you don't feel safe emotionally, you shouldn't feel safe physically laying down with anyone. That goes for men and women. Okay. If you don't feel safe emotionally, you shouldn't feel safe physically unless that's your job. Let's say you are a seg worker. Maybe in that case, and even then, yeah, that's why I said she needs to go to therapy for sure. But she's young, and I'm sure she's not the only one out of 1,000 people who's in the same exact situation. One, you don't pay to fly out to see a man. Absolutely not. You shouldn't be paying to fly out to see any man on your dime to go lay next to him so he could rub all over you on your dime.
Not in this
and
context,
probably paying for your own food, your own this, your own that.
You don't know that. That's
you
an
want to
assumption.
suck kiss.
Why you say this wrong advice?
That's bad advice. Because if you're
on your end,
women always talking about I'm a woman, I can make my own decisions and all this stuff like this. If she wants to pay for her own ticket to go out there to see that man, because like they saying, like Q and Rain is saying, the less that man pays for, the less he pays for, the less he can feel obligated for something else to happen. Because it's not, hey, I paid for this, then why you do that? You're showing him interest. You're showing him you want to be in his company.
I get that.
And those conversations should have been had before.
But I get that. So why is this information? Why is Ashley telling her wrong? Why?
Because she's saying no woman should ever do this. No, that's not your place to say that.
Yeah.
If you want to do it,
because she put herself in danger. Because that young lady put herself in danger.
Yeah, she should have went to a hotel.
So
she can fly out. She should have went to a hotel, but she could have paid for her own flight and her own accommodations if she wanted to. If the man wanted to step up and pay for it, then he can do it because that's his choice. That's his option.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be your first that should never be your first instinct is to fly out to see some man that you don't even know, you're not even having in a relationship with. That you should never do that. As a female, I would never tell a young girl to do that ever.
Well, not initially. Maybe in response to some investment that he's already shown as a sign of appreciation and equal interest in offering equal investment. But I think the responsibility to be initial belongs to the man. I think he should have went to her after they had a good time and really got to, dig each other. The next trip, if she said, you know what, I really enjoyed that, I'm coming to you, or I'm gonna bring you back to me.
Or y'all meeting in the middle. Meet in the middle somewhere. You meet in the middle and you don't feel like you're putting all your money towards her and she doesn't feel like she's putting all her money towards you. And then you all meet in the middle and do whatever.
Even then, but for her, as a response for her to offer some investment, that's totally appropriate. But initially, no. Only because, again, like HQ said, it puts her in a situation of unknown, which has the potential for more danger. I won't say it's guaranteed to be dangerous, but let's be smart about the way we go about things and weed out potential.
Yeah, but see, I looked at it like this. If you're going to his hometown, his house, his neighborhood, his, he knows everything. He knows where he can get you. He knows where that. But if he comes to you, you have the advantage of saying, okay, if he does this, I got Johnny over here to help me. If he takes me here and he acts up, I got Floyd to help me over here.
Lord have mercy.
But if you go to his town, you go to his place, you go to his neighborhood, and you don't know any person other than him, what do you do if something goes left?
HQ, that sounds good in theory, and I do agree with you that a woman should never put herself in harm's way that way. But if a guy is the mentality that he's going to do something or wanting to do something to you, it don't matter if you in his house or your house.
But see, you said
you should know the guy before.
You said, Jay, The
I
guy
didn't say on the
only
first
wanted-
or second or whatever. I said if she wants to pay to go out to fly to go see him. What Ashley said is you should never do that. I said I don't agree with that.
Yeah, but
And
most of the time she shouldn't.
Aaron elaborated a little bit better. Maybe I was wrong in saying that you assumed that I was talking about the first initial encounter. I was just disagreeing with what Ashley said and saying that a woman should never pay to fly out to see a man.
But we're
And
not
I
saying
disagree.
all. You're making it.
I didn't say all. Ashley said a woman should never fly out to see a man, and I said I disagree with that point. Because if a woman wants to do that, she can.
But what you said was that all he wanted to do was clap cheeks. Now,
yeah, that's what this guy wanted to do. It sounded like he wanted to clap cheeks,
which is one of the reasons why a woman normally never should roll out there first, because there's no investment other than normally a woman doesn't fly somewhere on her dime just to have sex with a guy.
If a guy is interested in you, he wants to clap cheeks. He might be the most gentlemanliest gentleman in the planet. If he's interested in you, he still wants to clap cheeks. He might be willing to wait till marriage, but he still wants to clap cheeks.
Well, I mean, I get that. But the whole point is you made it seem as though that's all the person wanted was to clap cheeks.
It seemed like that's all he wanted to, because that's the extent of the relationship from which she told us. It was an online relationship through social media that they had talked to each other for a year. He's an event planner. So apparently he has something that she wants, because she don't really, she's not saying that just because
how do you do that? How do you fly out from an online relationship? How do you just fly out and meet people?
It happens all the time. People is doing it all the time. I had a buddy in the Navy, man, light-skinned, tall guy, had the 360 waves, his barracks room, girls was always coming out, taking a train, driving out, flying out, and he ain't paid for nothing. And these was good-looking women too. He was just that dude. He just had it. Whatever he would say to them, they just whatever.
That's crazy.
I think,
and that was back in early 2000s.
For me, I think it's the element of intrigue. It's the digital. It's the I want to do something that is dangerous. I want to do something that's out of the norm. So you're going to bypass the people that's around you 35 miles, 50 miles, 100 miles to go somewhere else. AKA, I'm going to go from Memphis to Florida because I think it's a better place. It's the fantasy part that people get lost on. So the fantasy overrides the common sense.
That's true, Zeus, because you know how most they get on there and they be like, oh, where you from? Or like you said, I'm from Memphis. Oh, ain't no men in Memphis. Right. All of Memphis, all of Houston, all of wherever you from, there's no guys in that whole state. And I hear it all the time. Oh, how come you can't find a guy in wherever you are? Oh, ain't no men here. What? You think it's better over there? Those people trying to go somewhere else.
The line of the day goes to Aaron. Says she gonna be 80, pouring sugar in through a salt shaker. I love it, Aaron.
Putting salt in her coffee.
Do all type of stuff.
Hold
on your
baking soda.
Absolutely not. Then number 2, he doesn't respect you. You're out in public. I get it. I'm not saying, you're Stevie Wonder. You don't see other beautiful ladies around.
Right.
But have some decorum if you're with the girl you're dating or whatnot. Looking left, right, and center.
Okay.
3, no boundaries. He doesn't respect your boundaries. That's not okay. You're saying I'm dragging it, and then the next thing you know, you'll be looking on the news, and it will be a post here on TikTok, and somebody will be doing a story time. I remember when this girl, she went out to see a guy, and now we don't see him. That's wrong with this generation. This generation, especially the younger generation. You dragging it. Oh, you doing too much. Actually, we're not doing enough. We're not doing enough because we don't know left from right, right from wrong. We don't know basic survival skills, just basic things. Basic things, just basic. I'm not saying you can't live your life and turn up, but if you don't know somebody, I wouldn't be in their house. You knew him for a year, Jasmine. You knew him for 1 year. That's not long enough. You knew him for 1 year. And if you knew him as long as you say you did, then you wouldn't have to pay for the flight. You didn't know him that long. Not long enough.
This is the longest I done seen her lecture anybody. I mean, because that girl had so many red flags. That girl had so many red flags. And we didn't know hardly anything about the guy. Not nothing, except he invited you into his home. You were there for the weekend or whatever. You told us all of your behavior. You never said any, you only said, well, he had a wandering eye, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. And he didn't treat you any differently. He was trying to clap cheeks.
HQ, can I ask you a question? Because I really admire you. Okay, I really admire you. I want to ask you a question.
Why you always say that? Then you're gonna say something crazy. What?
Oh yes, here comes the gaslighting. Who do women want? Like, if you could name a guy, regardless of race, who do they want? They want the woman. They want the man that other women want. It's that simple.
That don't mean we want. That don't mean we want your actual husband.
No. You hey, let it settle in.
Why are you talking to me like you talking like you're a woman? You telling a woman how a woman is.
Come on, man.
I'm just asking you a question.
And I'm answering you. I'm answering you.
Okay, let me hear it.
A woman likes a type of man. She don't want your man. She wants that type of man, not your man. She wants that type of man. That's the one thing y'all get wrong. We don't want your man. I want a man like your man, not your man. If you can understand that.
Okay, HQ, I'm gonna give you an example of something. I'm sorry, Jake. Were you getting ready to jump in, Jay?
No, that's Aaron. That's Aaron.
Go ahead, Aaron.
So it sounds like to me the same thing was said. He didn't say a woman wants another woman's man. He said a woman wants a man that other women want. What you're saying, HQ, if all women want a specific type, then his statement would be true that a woman wants the same man another woman wants. But it doesn't necessarily mean that any of those women have taken possession of that man as of yet.
Right.
I'm gonna give a showcase. Thank you, Aaron. I'm gonna give a showcase.
Aaron speaks XQEs, man.
Oh, he's on point. He's on point.
He be speaking HQE and HQB. Oh,
maybe because I like him better than y'all, and y'all speak crazy to me.
That's okay. That's okay. We all need each other. I've been in meetings with a guy like Aaron. Okay. And I've been there where everybody hates because they too busy reacting versus sit back a second, let it breathe, let that brother cook, that brother cook. So I was at a show. I work in entertainment, and I work in all levels of entertainment. And there's a guy who was performing. All he was doing was talking on the mic. There was a whole staircase that people had to go to. People were breaking their necks to get up to where he was because his words were that intriguing. His hype was that good. I didn't get it. I'm like, this chick is a 10 and she breaking her neck and she with her man to get up there to be next to, you know who the guy was? Flavor Flav. Oh. And nobody has ever said he was good looking. But I'm gonna just tell you, boy. But I'm going to just tell you, when he got on the mic, he was God tier in how he hyped that room up. God tier. And I was like, damn. But I saw in action, every woman in the room wanted him. Oh. With that said, I'm in.
You know what? Back to what she was saying about the wandering eyes thing. I think that the guy was being immature in that moment because probably that day or that night before she had turned him down for the cat, right? So he was being overly, he was doing extra and making sure she saw him look like, oh, you know what I mean? That kind of spiteful when I could kind of see that when she was like, he got the wandering eye. He was probably doing it on purpose to kind of tick her off because she, shot down his advances before.
And I think that's very common in the female action of like, they don't know what to do and they don't know how to communicate it. So then you notice she started, when she did have the power, she started, well, you got to do this and you got to do that, and that's a common thing we see, and that's that single mom thinking. You know, the first guy didn't have those rules, but the second guy got to have all those rules.
Okay, I got you.
To convince him to get him to book the flight in the best hotel in the city. You didn't know him long enough.
In the city, the best hotel.
But then you have to understand, she is a sprinkle person. She's one of those women that do some of that sprinkle stuff, or not sprinkle stuff, but you know what I'm saying. She's one of those.
Yeah, that's sprinkle stuff.
I think she's an Aquarius or whatever she is. Her sign is a pay for me sign. Definitely 100%. Yeah, she's one of those. But that's the whole thing that us as men, we have to learn. Ashley does have some gems that she drops about how females think. We just can't buy it all.
You just can't buy it all. Okay.
It stings now, but guess what? When she lays down, she thinks about it. Well, whoever else is in the situation thinks about it. It's gonna click. You know what? I shouldn't do that. And I'm not saying you can't turn up and have fun and be young. I'm not here trying to be on some auntie grandma time with you. I'm not saying that, but I am saying focus. Yeah, Cortez. This is coming from a man. Cortez says, soon as you get in the bed with a man, all bets are off. There you have it. All bets are off. That's it.
Somebody said something to me, and I think it's really good because I have girls that work in entertainment with me, and they'll give me scenarios. And one person gave me something really good I use in entertainment. I use in any format. They said, no matter how big the bed is, when you get in the bed with the devil, you fucking. And just when you put yourself, meaning if you never put yourself in those situations, you don't have to explain it. I'm going to use I'm going to put an analogy on top of something. I used to talk about not my situation, but a situation with Kobe Bryant. And I would say, young guys, I said, you know how to not make that happen. And they didn't get it. And I eventually said, it don't happen if you're not there. Don't put yourself in those situations, and you don't have to explain it. With that said, I'm in.
All right.
He ain't had to work that hard. All bets are off. Soon as you get in the house, soon as he show you around the room, and it ain't much to show around, you spin, you near the window, you spin, you back near the door. If he ain't even flat. You spin, you at the door, you spin, you out the window. Be careful. If he ain't even flat. Once you get in that bed, and a little short shorts or the t-shirt that's just long enough to cover the bum, just about. Like Cortez said, all bets are off. And now he got you in the fetal position. And y'all watching a scary movie. And now he's saying, just this. Don't do all of that. Just this. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just the top. Don't put the whole thing. A little bit.
Feel that pressure on your back, girl.
The devil got a big bed. The devil got a big bed.
She ain't lying.
Wait a minute.
This is the lessons we've been trying to teach these young ladies. You put yourself in these kind of situations, and I understand the pressure to do it, but you can't put yourself in those situations where you end up being pressured to do it because you're scared. You don't want to pull away. You don't want to get punched in the face. You don't want any of these things. You don't want to get it took. That's how women end up in these situations. This is what she's trying to tell you. Stop putting yourself in those situations where you got to do it. I'm not saying you got to do it. I'm saying you're scared not to do it.
Right. And so I think you're 100% right. And what I want to add to that is how we become better men. Like, you can't become a better man by just being a better man. You have to have models. You have to fail. And when you fail, you can't go, they did it because I was black. They did it because I don't have money. They did. No, you have to take that lesson and say, okay, if I know what I did in this timeline, but if I could do it all over again, here's where I had to learn. and it's being able to share with other men. And something I say to you, but I didn't know the word to say at HQ. We have to be able to walk through our shame. And then when you walk through your shame, the lesson is there. And then you can show other brothers. AKA Jay Tillman was trying to work with Buddha because he'd been there. He might not have been at the exact same level, but he been there where you didn't know and you kept talking. AKA the girl who wanted something, but was blind at the landmines that was in front of her. With that said, I'm in. Baking soda.
Baking soda.
Baking soda in the coffee.
Oh,
Okay.
crazy.
Spare me.
Salt.
Okay.
Flour. 80 years old.
Y'all laughing too hard.
Oh man.
Waking up the next day, last year from girl, we didn't do it. No, we didn't. We didn't do it. No, you did. You did. You did. You did.
That's why
Thank you, Queen. Thank you. Y'all laughing way too hard. See? Y'all getting found out on this live here. Y'all getting found out.
Right.
Y'all getting found out. Wish y'all I don't even see in the comments. Love you, baby girl. Keep your head up.
Yeah, she's trying to give her a life lesson, a real lesson, not this I gotta level up and get some man's money lesson. That this was a lesson in telling her, look, this is how it happens. This is reality. The reality is when you put yourself in those kind of situations, things happen. She flew herself out. It was all on her. It was all on her dime. Great. Don't do that. You only known him for a year. Why hasn't he come seen you? He hasn't come seen you. You flew out there. And then you found out he was on a different type of time. Then why do you think he never flew out to see you? He never came out there to see you. She never said that. So I'm saying to this young lady, you need to think about these things. Young ladies need to think about these things. Okay. And apparently she liked him, but she found out when she got there, he wasn't all that she wanted.
What does every young person say that don't know nothing when you try to educate them? They have the all same phrase. Ready? I know. And then the more you explain, I know. And Aaron might not be in the same field. I know, Aaron, I'm picking on you a lot today, but it's out of love. If I brought a business idea to Aaron, or I brought a situational idea to Aaron, and I said, hey, this is what I'm going through. We tend to downplay it because he don't know the business, but he know enough about frameworks. Jay Tillman know enough about frameworks to say, hey, I don't know everything about that, but here's 2-3 things you need to look at. And that's an education in itself. She doesn't have a person because she's busy in shame. She doesn't have a person she can bring it to and say, hey, what could be the worst that could happen? And that's what you're explaining. But a lot of times there's a disconnect because why would that happen? They don't get it.
Y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. I don't know how many likes, but I know it ain't 40. Y'all hit the like button, please. Everybody that's in the chat, it would be 40 if everybody in the chat hit the like button, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes, we had 29 likes.
Yes. Somebody hit that
40
button.
watching.
40 watching. Thank you. Please, somebody out there, hit the like button. Do all of that. Good and share. Great. Do those things. So, with that being said, I had to be somewhere else in a minute. What's your final thoughts, Jay?
Nothing. Just looking at Flora's nonsense in chat. That's all. Very cute.
Oh, okay. Aaron.
I'll be brief. Enjoy. Go handle your business. Talk to y'all later. Thanks once again.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Zeus. Thank you.
Love, respect, and support for all involved and all those catching us on the replay gang. With that said, I'm out.
Thank you. Zeus, thank you. Jay, thank you. Flora, what is Flora whining about in the chat? What's going on? Flora, you want to come on the panel and then skip Jay? Flora, they dropped. They ain't here. If Flora want to jump up, dope show. Flora. Anyway, y'all hit the like button, hit the share button. Beautiful things. Got to be on a different panel. This is what we're doing. critiquing these things. The young lady put herself in danger. It is what it is. But we always break down these dating things. Ratchet daters, bad daters, people who do the wrong thing. We don't want you to put yourself in danger. So do the right thing when you're trying to. Wait a minute. I did drop the link. I've been dropped the link for you, Flora. I've been dropped the link for you. If you wanted to come up. When I first saw you, I was like, well, Flora might want to come up. Have a conversation. Talk. And I'm getting off early because to where you are going to. Oh, to where I'm going to. Oh, where I'm going to. I'm sorry. I should have told you guys to drop everybody can drop their shows and their links in the chat. Do that. I don't care. Drop your link. I got a panel. I got some kind of debate with over in Fatty's channel. Some kind of debate. Okay. I don't know where the link is. I mean, yeah, well, I know what the link is, but I don't know where the link is. Yeah, it's a Fatty's channel. It'll be a Fatty's channel where I'll be going. So that's Fatty's channel. So everybody stay tuned. Well, I'm going to Fatty's channel and then I go to SBCU channel at 8:30. But for right now, for about an hour, I go over to Fatty's channel and we debate and do whatever about being old people and dating. I don't know. It's just something wild and weird. Y'all, please hit the like button. Hit those likes. I need those likes up to 40. Come on. Give them to me. That's the least we can do. That's the least we can do. Share. Do all those things. Love you. Oh, wait, I forgot. KRC, Natural KRC, $5. Good afternoon, HQ and panel. Happy Saturday. Just adding to a plate of support. Hashtag Natural Gang. Thank you, sister. Natural KRC. And Repink, $2.99. Super sticker. Thank you all. Great. Thank you for showing up. Please come back. I will definitely be doing something tomorrow morning. Of course, I'm going to do something tomorrow. I go live every day because I don't like to edit. I don't like to do all that goofy stuff. I just like to be live when I feel like being live. And if you show up, please show up because we always have some weird topic. It don't matter. Life is too short to be serious. Life is too short for that. Just show up. We just got to be present every day. Every day we be present. Please hit the likes, the share. I'll be back. You know I will.